Hey guys, Sean here from Rise Security, talking all things security. Welcome back to my living room. This is the second video we've done, quite a short one. This was a topic that was very much on people's minds and asking questions. It's essentially what's the difference between being productive and non-productive? What does that look like from an individual perspective and from a business perspective? And I guess there's a couple of key ones that stood out for me, as well as some crucial ones from talking to other guards, and we'll just crack straight on. So I guess from a personal point of view, we're looking at things like body language. So are you, your posture, for instance, are you slouched over? That immediately looks quite closed off and not approachable, and sometimes quite intimidating if essentially we're at, whether it be a bar or a club or a hotel or a close protection officer where you're looking after a client. They want to feel protected, they want to feel welcome, because more often than not, if the client feels or the venue feels safe, then they're more likely to have a good time, which means has a knock-on effect, means there's less danger on the inside rather than the outside. Body language is massive. Are we open? Are we smiling? We don't always have to be smiley, but are we welcoming? Are we doing that extra 5% where we're asking people, oh, how you doing? How's your day? Yeah, have a good evening, or how you feeling, or something extra, because you know what, people love feeling good about themselves. So as much as we can do that for people, the better. Are you in an environment where people don't want to be talked to? Are people wanting to keep themselves, which is completely fine? Or do people need that sort of extra welcoming? Are you with one client where you're driving them somewhere, they're on their phone, their emails, obviously busy. You're not going to start conversations left, right and centre because it's just going to piss them off, right? So again, I think it's just general common sense in that regard, knowing your area and knowing your scenery and knowing your place and almost knowing that job description and be very specific with that. The next thing I reckon is very, very crucial, which a lot of people and security individuals, businesses, they always look for is good communication, positive communication. And I think this can be split off into many different branches. So looking at how you act individually, are you speaking clearly? Are you welcoming them in a positive manner? Are you looking at the floor? Are you looking up? Or you're looking at them? You're looking around? You're analysing? I think communication of being very effective, and we all know in this industry that first and foremost we should try and de-escalate a situation if anything ever occurs. Using your words and communicating is such an important thing. The physicality part, that should be the last resort, right? And I think the more you can, or the better you can communicate with a client or a team, the better. And I think that's that isn't important enough. Unfortunately, I've had people in the past that can't really speak English, and being in a place such as London, unfortunately you need that. You need that basic skill. So we do offer these communication skills as a product, as a service in the company, but as much as individuals can just keep working on this themselves, the better, and the more exposed that they can be to work. And I think that comes along the way with working as a team. Not everyone's going to be working as a team. We have venues around London where there's sometimes only one guard needed. So, but if we are working in a team, I think it's having a clear communication. Certain buzzwords that you might use that are very clear over the radios or to the client, that make you act swiftly, calmly, and it's almost like a procedure. So anything that does arise in a certain scenario, you know how to deal with it. You know how to go from A to B to Z, or to 1 to 2 to 3, or whatever you call it, whatever you do. Just make sure it's clear, it's concise, and make sure the whole team knows it. Whether a new member's coming in, making sure that they're clued up to what is going on, essentially, and how that business communicates, because every team is different, right? Every team is playing off different playbooks, but they're all playing off the same hymn sheet. It's a different way of doing it. Same as sport. And from a business point of view, businesses love getting shit for free. They love getting extras on top of what already they're getting. Which is the world in overall, isn't it? People always look to get a bit extra out of the service, and I think this is a bit of a non-negotiable, to be honest. As an individual, doesn't matter whether you're working as a company or whether you're working for someone personally or whatever it is. I think if you have that mentality of putting in the extra 5%, going above and beyond what that job description tells you to do. I hate that word, job description is a terrible term, but I think it's more importantly is building relationships with the people that you're working with. I think that's such an important thing in this industry, is having positive relationships with your clients, with your team, or whoever you're working with. It's such an important thing, and it's actually one of our key principles at Rise, is that I'd rather have someone on the team that is actually a good team player and actually knows what we're about, totally buys into our culture, and works hard for each other. Because ultimately, if you're in a team environment, if you all succeed as a team, you look better as an individual as well. So that's such an important thing. Guys, that's a really short video from me. Again, any topics that you want highlighting in the security industry, anything to do with security, life, personal shit, personal development, whatever you think is relevant on this page, I really want to keep getting those comments in. I've got a big long list of people that have got some serious things to talk about. So keep posting, like and subscribe, and see you soon, team. Bye bye.